we know we said that we would have an exclusive Troma month. However, we have switched to exclusive Troma episode.
Yay!
So here we are reviewing 2 exclusive Troma movies. Yep, right now this is the first one. We just finished watching B.C. Butcher. It is directed by 17-year-old Kansas Bowling, who wrote the film when I do believe she was 15. She also is a member of the Troma Institute for Gifted Youth, which is Troma's effort to find young and outstanding filmmakers. So, what did you think of the film?
Well, I actually liked it. I mean, there were parts of it which were just outlandishly ridiculous, and parts where it's like, okay, yeah. But all in all, for a film that was written by a 15-year-old, directed when she was 17, and is produced or carried by, Troma, it's like, I can see this film, why it's a Troma film. There are some gaffes, and there are some, just Troma-esque silliness that's going on, but it's a really interesting concept, and, it's a really good film for somebody who's just starting out as a, as an under 18-year-old girl who's getting into directing. I thought it was done pretty well.
Now, with this, it should be noted that it is called B.C. Butcher. That is pretty much what you get. It's a group of cave women and a butcher, a guy who butchers people.
And a surf party in the 60s.
Yeah, it's combined with like a surf party from the 60s and has that kind of 60s vibe. And it's really weird because it goes from like a surf 60s, at least music-wise, surf 60s type stuff, to, at the end, there's a little spaghetti western from like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. But, all in all, it is really good. It is 50 minutes. So, it's an easy thing to watch if you want to sit down and watch it.
And also, honestly, for being a Troma film, it's one that your whole family could watch. The gore really isn't that over the top. It's not really sexualized. It's funny, ridiculous, and a decent, just a film to sit down and watch, with your family. Be a good introduction for kids to Troma, too, honestly.
Yeah, and with that reminds me that this and Doggy Tales are the only 2 Troma films that I can think of you can watch with your family. But yeah.
Wow.
But,
that's a good record, right?
Yeah. So, here we are. Wanted to mention a few of the cast members. Kato Kaelin shows up as a character named Rex. No, I'm not kidding. That would be O.J. Simpson's former housemate. So that's
also
really
Duck Duck.
Yes, and Duck Duck appears. And of course, the one that has the Troma connection, Kadeem Hardison as a narrator. He was, what was it, Dwayne Wade in A Different World?
I believe so.
Yeah, if in A Different World. He does have a Troma connection. He was in Death by Temptation, which starred Samuel L. Jackson. Death by Temptation can be found at Troma Shop.
Wasn't also Rodney, that was his name, from The Rock? W-R-O-K?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was in it as well.
Yeah, he was, that was interesting, because wait a minute, I know who that is.
Yes. So
there was a lot of that in the film.
There was. And so, with that, we should let you know where can you find this. Well, Troma has a brand new system. It's watch.troma.com. It is called Troma Now. It is like Netflix. For $10 a month, you can watch a bunch of Troma films. New films are being added constantly. You have comedy, you have horror, and a lot of them are some of the more hard-to-find Troma films. This is one of them that appeared on there. The next one that we're going to watch is going to appear on there as well. So, we wanted to give you our review on B.C. Butcher. This is exclusive. Next up, we have Honky Tonk Holocaust, and we'll see you after the break.
Be right back.
We're back. Honky Holocaust.
Holocaust.
Holocaust. Honky, not honky tonk. I was under the impression people in honky tonks were getting killed. No. Okay, so where do we start with this? So, first, let's give a warning. If you are offended by Nazis, Charles Manson, and have issues with race relations, don't see this whatsoever. You will be offended probably within the first 5 minutes.
That being said, the movie was pretty damn good.
Yeah. It was, honestly, it is probably one of the best things Troma has affiliated itself with.
Yeah.
It's, in an odd way, it is almost like a political satire with violence.
Well, yeah. Like
Well,
a dark comedy, political satire. As only Troma could really do it.
Yeah.
You know, with the over-the-top gore and blood and language and nudity and sexuality, but all wrapped up in a pretty Troma package with a very, very, very good message.
Yes. And the best way, for those of you who want a quick overview, here is the, in a nutshell as best I can, it deals with Charles Manson's daughter, who comes out and finds out that a race war that was caused by her dad did not go the way she planned. Or the way he planned, I should say. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to go much further into that because you need to see this movie. If this stuff does not offend you, you need to go see it. Yeah. How do you see it? Go to watch.troma.com for $9.99 a month. You can sit there, you can catch BC Butcher, you can catch this, and this is a good film. Now, it should be mentioned, we mentioned the nudity, we mentioned the extreme gore. This goes, the gore and some of the nudity goes even more extreme than Troma.
Yeah.
Troma does sometimes. At one point, I'm pretty sure there were maggots or something falling out of a woman's vagina.
But she was dead.
She was dead, and there's blood, but still, it's just...
Yeah.
Not a pretty sight.
If you like political commentary, but are squeamish with, gore, not for you.
Yeah.
If you like gore, but get irate, even thinking about Donald Trump, even thinking about him, this movie might not be for you.
Yeah.
But if you're somewhere in the middle, in between liking both of those, watch it.
Yeah, and going in, I had no idea what this was.
Yeah.
After watching it, I know what it is.
Yeah, when you first started it, I was like, this has nothing to do with the 1950s and honky-tonk killers.
Yep.
No.
No.
It's Honky Holocaust, not honky-tonk Holocaust.
Yeah.
Surprise! Good surprise, though.
Yes.
Good job, Troma.
This was a very well-done movie. I cannot wait for it to be released. Again, everybody needs to see this movie at least once, unless you're squeamish. Should be mentioned, don't watch this one with the kids. BC Butcher, you could. This one, no, not at all. So, that being said, the acting was honestly some of the best I have seen in any movie associated with Troma.
Yeah. And honestly, whoever they got acting for their first times acting, their first roles, major roles, really good. Really well paced, really just emotive, able to understand what they're saying. They were good. It was really good.
Well, understand what they're saying should be noted. I'm pretty sure this was shot in and around Boston because almost everybody had a Bostonian accent.
But it takes place in San Francisco.
Yes.
So have fun with that.
It takes place in San Francisco. However, the accents, at first, I thought they'd be super distracting. But once you get used to it, they're not. And you start to realize that you can't understand them. The only complaint I have about this movie is the sound levels on some scenes were really low. When someone would stand a certain way, you could hear one person really loud and the other person would be really soft.
But it honestly didn't really detract from
No,
the film.
it didn't. And it's the only complaint I have. Again, go see this movie. What are you waiting for? Finish this review.
No,
go to watch.
Stop this damn review.
Yeah,
go
stop this.
Fucking get your subscription.
Go here.
Go there.
Watch.troma.
Yes.
Watch.troma.com. The website again, watch.troma.com. Sign up. This will be the only episode in March until we get Horror Hound done. So, we will be at Horror Hound March 18th through the 20th is the convention, and we're rolling into town on the 17th. It should be noted that we will be filming some stuff there, and so we will only have one episode in March, which is this one. And like I said, the next time you will see us, we will have our Horror Hound retrospective. We have some pretty cool interviews, some people who haven't been interviewed before by us, and hopefully 2 really big interviews, as well as maybe, who knows, a special review being shot, not necessarily live, but from the area where we're staying. So we will see you then. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching our exclusive Troma episode.
Go watch the movie.
Go watch the movie.